And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. This contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Brooks. Towns with the steal. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. For 3, Edwards. That shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And here's Brooks from outside. And rebounded by McDaniels. Conley with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Towns wide open. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there. That's an amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now Jackson, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Bane looking around. Clock at 4. This one for 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Minnesota ball.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Conley dishes to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got his second basket. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Adams' shot is off.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Conley kicks to Towns. Back to Conley. Edwards inside. Guarded by Bane. Pass to Gobert. Right side Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Off target from three-point range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. To the middle. Here's Adams. Drops in the layup for 2.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Outside, Towns. Back to Conley. Stolen by Brooks. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Morant. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
Here's Conley. It's to Gobert. It's hauled in by Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Towns, a screen on Morant. The kick out to Towns. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Morant. Back to Adams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And he can't hit the second. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Here's Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both. Morant with it. There's Jackson with the throw, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
And there it is for him. Edwards got 6.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's Clark in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert. That one good for 2. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Passes it to Towns. Edwards against Jackson. Towns trying to get open. Edwards can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Out to Brooks. Just 2 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. Here is Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside, Towns. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls for Jackson. Timberwolves leading by 3. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. To the wing right side. McDaniels finds Gobert. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. There's the pass to Gobert. 4 on the clock. Edwards passes to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. They grabbed their own miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Conley with it, guarded now by Jackson. Conley dishes to Towns. Shoots over Morant. The putback, Conley on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Clark a screen on Edwards. Bain kicks to Clark. Sinks the three-pointer. Clark's got a pair of triples in the second now for Memphis.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Outside Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Here's Clark. And good that time. Clark's got 10.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
The kick out to Towns. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one's on Morant. The Timberwolves look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. "15 seconds left in the first half.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rivers against Jones. Pass to Aldama. And so we wrap up the first half. I thank you, David, and folks.
The Grizzlies 28, the Timberwolves 34.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Brooks with the bucket.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Towns a screen on Morant. Knocks it loose. Clark with it. Now defended by Gobert. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Gobert finds Conley. 6 to shoot. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
No good from Clark.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. Best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Clark sets a screen for Morant. Driving in. Count the basket. Pimp. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes,
the previous play is
make personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here is Conley. To the inside. Clark with it. Now defended by Gobert. Jackson a screen on Conley. Here's Morant. Oh.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Right side, Edwards. Mr. Gobert. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. Brooks with no one around. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant looking around. Brooks outside. For the lead, Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Outside Edwards. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Morant with the steal. Clark with it. Conley picks him up. Bane kicks to Brooks. Back to Bane. Now the dish to Jackson. Takes the three. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. 1:04 left to play here in the third. Here's Conley. Misses and the dry spell continues. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Morant outside. Clark outside. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And so it's Memphis with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Shot clock at 5. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Conley. And the rejection by Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Now here's Edwards. He's got 8. Gobert in the corner. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Now Morant. Here's Jackson. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Here's Clark. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
In the corner, it's Bane. It's stolen by Edwards. Feeds to Gobert. Misses from short range. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Bane. No good that time. Good work defensively by Conley. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Brooks against Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. He gets hauled in by Adams. Memphis has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Morant outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Minnesota leading by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bain against Edwards. Jackson down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Towns finds Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Adams with the screen on Conley. Brooks the pass to Bain. A 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Conley scanning the floor. He kicks to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Edwards passes to Conley. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Edwards gets a hand on it.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Conley kicks to McDaniel. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. And it's Towns penetrating. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 5. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Can't afford to waste time. If they can get a score quick enough, they can get back on defense and try to get a stop instead of having a foul.
Clark is checked in for the Grizzlies. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fires for 3. And again, Memphis no good. And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a hard-fought win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And we should see a lot of guys jousting for position in this one. Brent, we've got two teams that can rebound with the best of them.
Yeah, when you have a physical game like this, PA, the one worry is there going to be a lot of fouls? Because you don't want any of these guys out of the game with the way they control the glass.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
And both free throws good for Durant. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Full 24-second shot clock. Another shot. And that one's long. Booker with it. Pass to Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. Jackson outside. 4-3. Good. And the setup by Morant.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
The drive by Paul. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Morant against Paul. Shakes him. There's the drive.
Wasting no time matching the slam with one of their own.
Showing some serious fight right there. Durant for 3. Pass to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Booker, good.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
And here's Morant outside. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Okogie. Pass to Ayton. Ayton with a screen. Here's Okogie. Outside Booker. From the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant from deep three-point range. Morant missing again. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Pass to Durant. The 3 ball. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Durant. Booker's got 6. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Now here's Paul. Screen by Durant. To the wing, right side. Ayton passes to Durant. The 3 is up. Morant against Paul. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Ayton draws the double. Pass to Durant from downtown. And Morant clears the board.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Durant.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Morant against Paul. Morant, the pass to Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And that one's good by Durant.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. And Ayton pulls it down. For 3. He can't get that one to fall. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. The Suns on top, leading by 5. And we'll be back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant, he hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3. Booker's got 9.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And stolen by Durant. Here we go, 1-on-1. Paul with it. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Booker. Here's Okogie. Outside Paul. Puts up a 3. Misses off the right iron. Well, the Grizzlies shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. The 3 from Bane. And another miss by Memphis. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Here's Okogie. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Suns keep it alive. To the middle. They shoot again. Outside for Booker. Clock at 6. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Pure from 3-point range. Give him 8.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
It's Booker on the wing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson against Durant. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Paul. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And here are the Grizzlies now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Payne against Booker. Outside for Moran. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Brooks from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Paul against Moran. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Moran. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. On the wing, Jones. Defended by Payne. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And the Suns making a change here. Lee's checked in. He hits the second from the line. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Ross. Right wing. 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up. That free throw misses. The Grizzlies making a switch here. That one's no good. Outside Jones. Pass to Eldorado. Over Biyombo. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good rally as always. Thank you. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got John Conchar. Tyus Jones is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Lee, defended by Jones. There's a screen by Biyombo. Ross for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Ross has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now Jones. Kennard outside. And Biyombo with the block. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. A 3 from the inbound. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
And Baisley has a chance here to show off why he is in this position. He's an athlete.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Clark with a screen on Ross. Here's Kennard. That three's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the left side wing.
John Carter. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones comes with a double team. Here's Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
They set the pick. Here's Conchar. Fires in the triple. Conchar's got 5 points now this quarter. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Jones' shot is good.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass to Clark. Back to Kennard. Clark with a screen on Ross. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Aldama. Basket counts. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Ross for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Ross has got 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And here's Clark for 3. That one no good. Phoenix has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Lee into the lane. Pass to Baisley. Now here's Ross. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ross has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's a good look from Baisley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
Now here's Jones. He has 6. Pass to Clark. Shot is up. That one's wide left.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lee on the wing. Stolen by Jones.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Aldama, no good. Here's Warren. And that's not going to go. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Okogie. Inside. Ayton passes to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Clark. And now the Grizzlies on the run. He stops. He pops. Phoenix grabs the miss. Fast break. Here we go. Ayton inside. Working on Clark. It's kept alive. The kick to Durant. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. A line change here for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Booker against Brooks. Pass to Okogie to take the lead. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Okogie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Morant. Paul with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Okogie. Screen by Durant. Paul passes to Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Paul into the lane. Count it. Good. And now a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that 3-point line.
Incredible! I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly or he will.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Jackson can't get it to go.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Durant with it. Checked by Brooks. Brooks against Booker. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. Good on the first. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Morant drops them both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Booker against Brooks. Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. The deep 3 from Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
To the inside. Oh, Durant with a steal. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter. Booker for 3. Suns keep it alive. Back to Paul. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. And it's a 9-point Suns lead.
Although he's a pass-first kind of player, Chris Paul does enjoy catching the defenses off guard, and I love that quick shot.
Jackson pass to Clark. And stolen by Durant. And the Suns pushing it up now. And there's Ayton on the assist by Durant. And the Suns lead by 11.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Suns.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Okogie. 3-pointer off the mark. Oh, Durant with a steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Paul. Payne comes with a double. Outside Durant. Launches it. He buries it from 3.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's the Suns winning. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. So alongside Grant Hill.
2K Sport. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony Hall. And so often we have these epic guard matchups, and tonight it's all about the front courts and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Ball looking over the floor. He was all alone on that one. Minnesota with the ball. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. And it's Towns missing. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For 3, Booker. Suns keep it alive. And there's the pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Ayton passes it to Okogie. Ayton a screen on Towns. The dish to Booker. It's deflected. Stolen by Michael Conley. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. Boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And that one is good.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Edwards against Booker. Pass to Okogie. Ayton a screen on Towns. Pass to Okogie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Puts it up from 17. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Outside, Towns. It's rebounded by Durant.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Ayton a screen on Edwards. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And the Suns get it back.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Okogie, defended by Towns. 5 on the clock. And Durant, here we go. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, what a sequence by Kevin Durant. If he's near the cup, when a shot goes up, he's going to use that length, his feel for where it's going to come off, and he's going to make you pay.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. From outside the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. And the dunk by Towns.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's a Kogi. Durant, the shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail. Conley surveying the D. Towns down low, defended by Paul. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 6.
One thing you have to respect is how efficient and consistent Cat is on the interior. This guy understands where his advantages lie.
Ayton finds KD. There's the triple. The shot that time, not on target. There's McDaniels. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Well, the reach of Kevin Durant is a big part of what...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Out to the wing. For 3, a Kogi. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. Well, we think of Durant as a naturally gifted scorer. Fact is, this guy understands how to get his teammates open.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Conley with it, working on Biyombo. And now here's Lee, the fast break opportunity. Biyombo, the pass to Baisley. There's the pick. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Ross with it. Warren on the wing. It's stolen by Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards with the stop.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Here's Ross, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Doris, for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values, what makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
And stolen by Biyombo. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Lee outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Edwards dishes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Ross passes to Baisley. Back to Ross. 1:33 left now here in the second. Clock at 6. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Warren. Biyombo kicks to Warren. And here is Ross. The pass to Baisley, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Towns a screen on Ross. The kick out to Towns. Hits it from three-point range. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Into the lane.
You see the fluidity with which Baisley can get off these dribble drives. He looks so comfortable and in control.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Lee. Passes it to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
Edwards looking it over. Here he goes. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here is Ross. Pass to Baisley. Back to Ross. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game. Thank you, David. And we'll...
23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position.
Well, there's a level of assertiveness and aggressiveness that Karl-Anthony Towns is bringing to the game right now, sending a very distinct message to the defense. You better sharpen up.
Ball for 3 to the inside. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Towns down low. Durant's there. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Timberwolves shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Gobert, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Durant. Now here's Ayton. He has 6. Booker outside. And he's good on the 3 ball. Booker's got 6. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Ball against Edwards. To the left wing. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Got a piece of it. Durant inside. McDaniels defending.
AD is a force of nature. Sensational. Don't get the rim.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's KD.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ball against Conley. Outside, Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 18 points for him.
Well, this ability of Karl-Anthony Towns to knock down threes makes him even more dangerous on the post. He's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Ayton kicks to Paul. To the right side. And there's the feed to Ayton. It's good. Ayton's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Edwards. Conley left side. Back to Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton. Booker against Conley. Durant in the corner. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Durant. Back to Ayton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Now Edwards. 8 points for him. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Over Booker. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Booker dishes to Ayton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Durant. Yes, and the foul. That one is on Towns.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious, takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Left side, Towns. McDaniels finds Towns. Towns is doubled. Back to McDaniels. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. The pass to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Down low. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Kicks it out to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Conley against Booker. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Driving the lane. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Suns lead by 1.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And the rejection by Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Durant's such a tough cover in the pick and roll. He will take what the defense gives him. In that instance, nice pass.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Goes back up. The kick out to Towns. And a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 3. Pass to Okogie. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Conley the pass to Towns. And it's off from 3-point range. Suns have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. And they go to the intentional foul. Durant with a screen on Conley. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 6. Durant, that's good. Now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Durant against Towns. On deep. Another miss by Towns. Phoenix leading by 5. Booker finds Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Rebound by Okogie. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Towns with the steal.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Okogie, the pass to Ayton. The tray. And rebounded by McDaniels.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Okogie misses. Booker against Conley. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And Booker puts up a deep 3. So the Suns win it. A narrow win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Clark in at the 5. Picked by Gobert. Back to Edwards. And stolen by Clark. Here's Bain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Conley against Brooks. Lays it up and banks it in.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Clark with the screen. Down low. The shot no good. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Conley against Morant. Outside Conley. Takes it inside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Bain. Clark with a screen on Edwards. To the paint. And stolen by Gobert. Jackson against Towns. Pass to Gobert. Down low. Edwards with it. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep, Bain. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Conley. Pass to Towns.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And that one falls for Towns.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. And here's Morant outside. Knocks down the long J.
The consistency from range, that's something that Morant has worked on early, and it's made him unstoppable.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. To the inside. Now here's Towns. Back to Conley. Now Towns. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
1:02 left in the first quarter. Bain, the pass to Clark. Stolen by Conley. Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Jackson against Towns. Jackson, pass to Morant. Driving inside, and then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to McDaniels. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That was just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Bain against Edwards. And the basket by Bain.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
It could go. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And indeed,
the previous play is under review.
Be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, the baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 8. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota. On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. John Moran is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert. A main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Moran against McDaniels. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Conley with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Gobert finds McDaniels. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Morant, the pass to Kennard. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adams, and it's slammed in by Adams.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world.
And it's Adams missing. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Jackson outside. Here he goes. Second shot opportunity. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And he lays it up and in.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. On the take. Oh, Adams with the block. Outside Morant. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Adams finds Morant. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. And he recovers it to the middle. Jackson outside. Let's go with a three. Oh, and Towns with the block.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Clock at 4. From about 19. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Now Edwards. He's got 5. High post Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
And so Towns nails them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Timeout called. Memphis. The three from Bain. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
29. The Grizzlies. 19.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Outside McDaniels. Conley passes to Gobert. Nice move. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Pass to Aldama. From deep. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Here's Aldama. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Bain. Here's Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Brooks comes in for Conchar. To the right side. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Back to Towns. And he was fouled, and they stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under
19.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Adams checked in for Memphis. And that one falls for Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Memphis also making a switch. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Jones. And so Towns nails them both. And Memphis shooting pretty well at 45%. McDaniels against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Adams with a screen on Conley. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Jackson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And here's Morant outside. And another miss by Memphis. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Conley. Now here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Edwards. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Towns a screen on Brooks. Clock at 6. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Driving to the basket.
This team leans on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense. It can be a difference maker.
And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Adams with a screen on Conley. And it's Brooks missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Crosses over. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gotten nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bane. Defended by Gobert. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Moran against McDaniels. Outside Morant. Adams a screen. Looking to end the drought. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Minnesota shooting just about 43% in the third. Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And he makes it on the layup. Towns has got 6 here in the quarter.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Adams with a screen on McDaniels. And here's Morant outside. Sinks it from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Adams against Conley. The kick out to Edwards. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
They get it back. Here's Adams. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
And so it's the Minnesota. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Outside Bain. Off target from outside.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Conley against Morant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Inside, here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Conley against Morant. Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And they're on the run. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels from long range drains the triple.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
6 to shoot. Here's Morant. Second chance effort. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Towns. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Adams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he drops the first. And so Towns nails them both. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Jackson the screen. And here's Morant outside. They get it back. Adams. Good. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Conley on the attack. Towns for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Towns on a screen. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant with it. He's picked up by Conley. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Morant against McDaniels. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're on top by 8. There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
And Allie, thanks. Out left to the wing. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. From the right block and off the glass. That one's good.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Adams a screen. Morant, pass to Brooks. Jacks up a three. Hits the trifecta.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Pass to Towns. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Jackson. The shot by Towns. No good.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Towns, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Edwards with it. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Booker's shot is good.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely, and the shot goes in.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Paul surveying the floor. Booker in the post. Guarded by Bane. Durant in the corner. 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Morant passes to Brooks. There's the dish to Adams. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Now here's Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
There's Morant. Outside, Bane. He dishes it to Jackson. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And Morant throws it down.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Paul outside. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. To the middle. Durant in the corner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and one.
Morant with it.
Oh! No, he didn't. Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Paul. Durant with a screen on Morant.
Remaining in the first.
Paul kicks to Ayton. It's tipped. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Morant's got 9 points.
Love that effort from Ja Morant. He doesn't want to just start fast breaks. He wants to finish them.
Here's Paul. Misses off the left iron. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Durant, the pass to Paul. Lets it go. KD dishes to Ayton. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Ball against Morant. Adams. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ayton a screen on Morant. And the wide open shot from Paul. Traps in the tray.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
Now Bane. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Brooks for three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Jones in at the point guard. And it's Durant missing. Memphis leading. Booker with it. Guarded now by Clark. Okogie, the pass to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Jackson. Out to Brooks. Back to Jackson. A 15-footer. They get it back. Outside, Bane. No good with the triple. Phoenix has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. For three, Okogie. Rebounded by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Booker against Bane. And Booker kicks to Ross. Inside. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Ross. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Bane. Back to Jones. And stolen by Ayton. Ross against Jones. From the arc. And Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 3. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play, and the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. And oh, here we go with Ross. Nobody back. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining.
Bane for 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now here's Brooks. He's covered closely. And Jones has it in the corner. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Brooks misses. Suns leading by 3. To the paint. And then Durant with the jam.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
Jones. Pass to Bain. That shot is off. Good D by Booker. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes to Okogie. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks setting the pick for Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Six on the shot clock. Going inside. Banked in off the glass.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Booker outside. Takes a three. It's good from long range. Booker's got 9 points.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Kennard on the wing. That'll do it for the first half. The Suns on top. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
25. The Grizzlies, 19.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Terrence Ross. Bismack Biyombo is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Lee in at the point. Now, here's Biyombo. Ross with a wide open look. Off target from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now, here's Morant for 3. Connects from three-point range. 14 points for him.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Now here's Lee after T.J. Warren's miss. And the dunk by Biyombo.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, G.A. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And Morant throws it down.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Here's Warren. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Conshaw. Kennard with the ball. No points in the game hit for him. Here's Eldorado. And his first shot of the game, no good.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Lee outside. Shoots the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Conchar. Driving to the basket. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Suns lead.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Morant comes with the double team. Ross passes to Lee. Back to Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Suns lead by 3. And here's Morant. He's got 16. Floats one up. Miss for the first time from the floor. Puts him at 7 for 8. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Ross. Here's Baisley. On the wing, Lee. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. The 3. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. Down low, Booker. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 11 points for Devin Booker.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
From 8. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Booker outside. Fires the 3. And they recover it. From downtown, good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 14 points.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Now here's Morant. He's got 18. Shot clock at 6. And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
And Morant throws it down.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Here's Paul, and he banks in the layup. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns lead by 4. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more. Oh, hammering it in!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Durant feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Paul. On the wing, Booker. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Paul missing. Memphis trailing here. And Morant throws it down.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
To the middle. Ayton in the corner. Back to Durant. Stolen by Jackson. Morant left side. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Durant with a wide open look. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
And
Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
And Booker kicks to Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Ayton inside. Adams on him. Lock at 6. Back to Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got his first basket.
And to this day, I still marvel at the skill level of KD. A player of his size, able to navigate the pick and roll and deliver to a teammate.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Morant outside. There's Jackson with the 3. They get the rebound. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Adams.
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
For 3, Booker kicks it out to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Down low, Durant, and KD throws it down.
He keeps a low profile, but make no mistake, KD lives for the big shot.
Ball against Morant. Screen by Adams. Brooks outside. Here's Bane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Desmond Bane is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Okogie for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Suns lead by 4.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Paul outside, and they double up Paul. Back to Durant. Kicks it out to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Ayton with it. Back to Booker. Puts it up. That one a little long. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 4. There's Jackson with the 3. The feed to Adams. From past the arc. Jackson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Ayton gets double teamed. Okogie for 3. Now the pass to Paul. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant kicks to Booker. Fade away. No good. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's what's your take?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. But I don't know.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Rejected by Booker. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is
NBA action on 2K Sports. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Conley against Paul. Right side, Booker. Offline with a 3. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, BA. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Aiden. Okogie on the wing. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. There's the 3. Aiden, no good. Booker against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Durant with a screen on Towns. Back to Durant. Hits a 3-pointer.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Gobert. McDaniels finds Gobert. Now McDaniels takes a 3. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Towns with a rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Towns with the creativity explosiveness.
Durant with a screen on Conley. On the wing, Durant. Pass to Okogie. The three. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
The Suns trailing. Outside Durant. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Ayton with it. And Ayton with the stuff.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Conley passes to Gobert. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Chris Paul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Good on the second one.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Ayton. And that one's good. Ayton's gotten his second bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Towns. Towns double team. Now Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. McDaniels with it from outside the arc. And Ayton pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Here's the three. Sinks the tray. Durant's got 6.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Suns on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
On the court for Minnesota. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And that one drops for him. 6 points for him.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
McDaniels against Durant. Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. It's Booker on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Okogie. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Conley up top. Booker defending. Conley passes to Gobert. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the stifled tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
Last season, we saw a lot of teams bring a renewed focus to their defensive efforts. Clark, you think it paid off?
I think it did. I mean, scoring was down across the league, B.A. So that clearly indicates defense took a step forward. And, you know, great defense for championship teams has always been central and key. So I don't think it's an exception. I think that's the rule now. Defense wins.
Lee, he's checked in for Payne. Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Noel comes in for Mike Conley. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Back to Lee. Fires for 3. Rebound Minnesota.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Towns a screen on Ross. Here's Edwards. Stolen by Ross. Here's the break. foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pass to Gobert. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Gobert's got 5 points.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Connects from downtown.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Towns on a screen. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 9.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Ross passes to Warren. There's a screen by Biyombo. Pass to Lee. Clock at 6. Inside, lets it fly. Baisley hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. .151 left to play in the first half. Baisley goes in. Back to Lee. The 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. Good execution to getting some short-range looks here.
The Timberwolves have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Again, the Timberwolves score. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Baisley. Pass to Biyombo. Here's Lee. Shot clock at 3. Lets the 3 fly. Back to Biyombo. Here's Lee. Tries again. Now here's Biyombo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Minnesota has possession. 3-point lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Appreciate it, Allie. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Ayton, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he makes all 3.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
Edwards, the pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. Now here's Towns. The D's right on him. Here's Gobert, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. Ayton with a screen. This one's for 3, and that's good. Devin Booker for 3. Booker's got 5 now.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
McDaniels can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Towns on a screen. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. Gobert, no good. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. To the paint. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. And here's Durant. Outside Booker. This for the tie. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 6 here in the quarter.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at 1 more. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Edwards. Going inside. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Towns, no good.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
It's Booker on the wing. Outside Durant. Over Edwards. Here's Booker. Durant against Edwards. Fires from deep. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. Gobert with it. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Durant. Edwards, a pass to Towns. The Suns clear it. Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Durant with a screen on McDaniels. Booker, good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Towns down low. He's guarded by Paul. 2 points. That one goes. Towns has got 17.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often. Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Minnesota calls time here. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Okogie. Back to Booker. On the wing, Durant. McDaniels covering. 4 on the clock. Here's Okogie. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. And the Suns lead by 3.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Edwards can't hit. Phoenix is shooting the ball at 48% so far. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Now Booker. Durant with a screen on Towns. Booker finds Paul. Over Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
No luck on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Outside Durant. Durant with a screen on Edwards. There's a 3 from Paul. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. And Edwards, here we go. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Paul against McDaniels. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
For 3, Booker. He drops it from range. Booker's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his best.
Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. Here's Okogie. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Okogie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Towns finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Huge bucket from Gobert. Answering the call when his team needs it.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Towns with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Edwards. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Ball passes to Booker. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Okogie. Outside Durant. Back to Okogie. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Well, this guy is always in attack mode, very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there, not him. He's going right to the bucket.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. Ayton, a screen on McDaniels. Takes the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. Towns with the ball. Towns double team. And Minnesota calls time here. They're trailing by 1. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Seconds left in the game. Picked by Gobert. 5 on the clock. Edwards to take the lead.
Gobert often hits for a higher percentage from the field than he does from the line, but they really need his free throws here.
So the first one drops, and that ties this game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
The odds are in.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these previous plays disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
In a close game, every point matters. Terrific focus at the line there to help them keep pace.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Count it!
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Phoenix calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it has to be quick.
Booker puts up a deep three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pull it.